The African Cup of Nations started recently, a tournament known for its vibrant, colourful atmosphere. This is then transferred into the kits that the teams wear. For example, the 2018 Nigeria home shirt and the 2021 Ivory Coast home shirt and Ghana away kit. These are some more modern kits, but historically as well, African shirts have always been exciting. So today, I'm going to be looking at some of the best and the worst 2024 AFCON kits. In recent years, we've seen African football become massive. Most recently, the 2022 World Cup in Qatar saw Tunisia, Senegal, Morocco, Ghana and Cameroon all compete. Morocco actually went to the semi-finals, which is the furthest any African team has ever gone in the World Cup. As the World Cup was so recent, manufacturers like Puma, Adidas and Nike haven't released new kits for their teams, but that's alright because these kits are still worth looking at and they're fantastic. This is in fact the case for Ghana. Ghana's home shirt is a traditional white with a large black star in the centre of the shirt. This is due to Ghana's nickname, the Black Stars. The sleeve cuffs also include the colours of the Ghana flag, which is a nice touch. The away shirt, Ghana is using the template shirt that Puma used for most of their teams. The shirt is red with this large box in the middle, which includes the crest and the black star, and also has Ghana in text. These two kits from Puma and Ghana are really nice. Morocco is actually another one of those teams that have kept the same kits from the World Cup in Qatar. Morocco kits are also made by Puma. The home kit is actually inspired by the 1998 third kit, which had a green stripe going horizontally across the shirt. The away kit again follows that same Puma template, this time a bit more subtle with the template in the middle. I like the inspiration on the home shirt and I don't mind the away kit. Algeria up next, and their kits are made by Adidas, and they've come together to make two really nice kits. The home shirt is white with green and gold details. The crest is centralised. To the left of the crest is some subtle Arabic writing. To the right of the crest is two distorted green stripes which go down right through the shorts as well. This pattern is then repeated on the away kit, but this time in green. I personally prefer the green away kit, but to be honest, I like both of these shirts. Mali has the potential to have some of the most out there kits at this year's AFCON. The shirts are actually made by French manufacturer Ernest. The shirt's main design is based around this large eagle, which is in the centre of the shirt. The colour of the eagle uses the national colours of Mali, green, yellow and red, in a gradient pattern. All three kits by Mali this year follow the same pattern, just with a different base colour. For some weird reason, I actually really like these kits. They're just completely wacky and out there, and not like your typical basically boring Nike template shirts or, it's got a load of character to it, and it's what AFCON should be all about. A bit of a confusing story here with Cameroon, because Cameroon and One All Sports, their manufacturer, did release new kits for this year's AFCON, but instead of using them, the Cameroon Football Federation have decided to use the old kits they wore at the World Cup. One All Sports released a statement saying they were completely unaware of Cameroon's decision. The shirts Cameroon are using feature this kind of almost ribcage design. On the sleeve cuffs can be seen the flag colours again, and unlike with the Mali kits, I don't like this one. It's not that crazy of a kit, it just feels really tacky, and I don't like these kits at all. Nigeria in recent years has been famous for these kind of wavy, just completely out there kits, and this year doesn't disappoint. The base design on the shirt I just can't explain. It's all over the place. The shirt has these patterns and designs working together throughout the shirt. What stands out is the massive eagle in the centre of the shirt, just like with Mali shirts, but it's a little more subtle here. This feels like a nod to the 1996 kits, which also were made by Nike and featured the same eagle in the centre of the shirt. The away kit is directly inspired by the 1994 collection, made by Adidas. The new shirt by Nike steals the iconic patterns and puts it on a Nike template. With that away kit, I think it's fantastic and I really like it. When it comes to the home shirt though, I do like it. I just think the two previous home shirts made by Nike and Nigeria were superior. They're a lot better kits. Next, I'm moving to the reigning defending champions of the African Cup of Nations, Senegal. Senegal also wore these kits at the World Cup. The shirt is white and the main design is this massive chevron which comes down and meets in the middle. The colours used for the chevron are green, yellow and red, the national colours of Senegal. The away kit is green with a dark green stripe running down the middle of the shirt. Of course, that Puma template again. I think these kits by Puma in Senegal are really nice actually, and I can definitely see Sadio Mane running down the wing in this kit. Next we're moving on to Tunisia, and their kits are made by Kappa. The home and the away shirts use the same design here, inspired by the dome of the El Jem amphitheatre, which dates back to the 3rd century. The shirts use the traditional red and white colours of Tunisia. The shirts also feature a polo collar, which I really like, and iridescent crests, which have become in fashion of recent. We've seen Tottenham and Chelsea do this, and even Barcelona. Tunisia have also got a 3rd kit, which is blue. It has a really nice base pattern, and of course the big polo collar and iridescent crest return on the shirt. Kappa are potentially one of the best kit manufacturers in the world. They just don't get the credit like Nike and Adidas do. Next up, Ivory Coast here, and their kits are so unique in the fact that very few teams use orange as the base colour for their home kit. The design on the home shirt is this subtle stripe pattern which can just about be seen. The away shirt is white with orange details and includes this massive orange box in the centre of the shirt as part of that Puma template. I really like the uniqueness of the colour that Ivory Coast has, but these kits I feel fall short a bit. They're almost disappointing, but I think it gets extra points for the kind of the colour it uses. We've already talked about the champions from the 2022 AFCON, but now for the runners-up, Egypt. The 2 shirts that Egypt wore at the last AFCON were fantastic. They completely embodied what an African football shirt should look like, just full of traditional patterns and wavy kit designs. The home shirt of course is red with a black pinstripe design, and the away shirt is white and uses that Puma template again. This time, instead of a box, it uses a circle, which has like a faint pattern inside of. And I don't think these kits are bad. I think they're just decent, but in comparison to what they could be and what they should be, I just feel they don't hit the mark. Finally, we get to Guinea Bissau, and their kits use traditional African patterns in the design of the shirt. This kind of similar theme follows throughout all 4 of their kits from this season. My favourite is probably the 4th kit, as I really like how they use the design and the pattern, but I like all 4 of these kits. They're all fantastic. And this is what an African shirt should look like, and not those Egypt and Ivory Coast kits, which are just pretty basic and boring. I haven't talked about all of them in this video because that would take forever. I kind of skimmed over the top of what some of the best and some of maybe the worst kits are. But let me know if you want me to do any more of this. I can do this for the Asian Cup, which is also going on at this time. As always, go follow me on Instagram, TikTok and here on YouTube as well. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That'd be much appreciated.